What up everyone, Chris coming to you from Salty Island Games. Now originally I was going to wait to get the app in hand before making this video, but then GW came out and stated it was going to be delayed. Now a little history, I've played 40k since 3rd edition, and I don't really know the first time that I've heard talk about a 40k app, but I do know that I used Battlescribe in 7th, so that kind of conversation has been at least 6 years old. I believe the first time that GW talked about the 40k app as an official statement was at the beginning of 8th, so that was at least 3 years ago. The app was finally supposed to be released with the pre-order of Indominus box, that's July 11th, which I thought was a good time. You pre-order the box, people get the app, you start building army lists, week 1, the box drops, we all get the rules, bam, we all play some games, good times. So today is the 9th, and there was an announcement that the app release was being pushed back. That's 2 days before the release of the app. So at this point, I don't want to go poo-pooing on anyone's 9th edition parade, but I feel like with how long 40k fans have been waiting for this app, that the likelihood of the app actually living up to people's hopes and dreams at this point, unfortunately, is basically non-existent. Not because the app's gonna suck, or because 9th edition is bad, but because with each pushback, delay, or just general waiting for something that the community has been requesting for so many years, and GW even acknowledging that an app was something that they wanted to do 3 years ago now, you stack on top of that the app has a subscription. At this point, there's no way that the app's gonna be everything that everyone wants it to be. And really that's a big shame. To assume that an app will be perfect at launch, that's just ridiculous, right? No app is perfect at launch. And every app, game, program is going to have its day one issues, bugs, and glitches. That's just the way things are in this day and age. It's to be expected, and people are pretty willing to forgive things like that most of the time. But I feel like if you make your player base wait 3 years since you stated that an app was a good idea, and that you were working on one, and then less than a week from the launch you say that you're going to push it back even more. Each time you do that, it's going to narrow the window for error that your fans are willing to give you. Stack on top of that, like I said, that the app has been stated it's going to be a $5 a month monthly fee. And in terms of GW money, everyone knows that $5 is basically GW free, right? But you also have to remember that for the last however many years, probably a decade or so, we've all been using Battlescribe for free. So we've been playing Battlescribe multiple editions, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you put all this stuff together and GW's window for error on this app is basically non-existent. One thing that people have talked about in the past in terms of the 40k hobby is the amount of time that we spend playing the game, and that playing 40k is actually the smallest part of the hobby, I feel like, for a large majority of us. Some people love painting, some people love modeling and converting, that artistic aspect of the hobby. Other people love the lore, right? There's fantastic lore and they read everything that they can get their eyes on. Zinch bless. And some people just love the scheming, they love the army list building, coming up with the combos and strategies for the game. And for most people, we get to play once a week if we're lucky. And with the COVID right now, like honestly, sometimes we don't even get that once a week. So in the end, I don't think I'm far off when I say that maybe for myself, 10% of my time in the hobby is actually spent playing the game. Maybe 15% spent painting. That's being a little generous. And honestly, 75% of my time is just talking about the hobby with friends, be it lore, list building, speculating, or just talking about the new cool previews that are coming out. And for me, I feel like this app could help and could be a big part of that community aspect if it's done right. And even if it's not got all the features at launch, it's something that can be expanded upon and do things that a lot of modern apps are able to do. Things like information sharing, hobby sharing, news, event coverage, and really be more than just a glorified list builder. And to me, that's something that would be worth paying a $5 a month subscription fee. And I feel like that's definitely something that would keep a lot of people subscribing to the app. On the other hand, something that also could happen is GW could release a fancy battle scribe that lets me track alternate game modes like their campaign system, which they did acknowledge would be in the app builder, and that's fine. I myself would pay $5 for that, but I could see other people not wanting to pay the $5 for that. Battle Scribe works just fine. Third thing that could happen is GW releases a glorified Battle Scribe clone. Honestly, that is the bare minimum of what is acceptable. But one, I could honestly see a lot of people just not buying in if that's all it is. And the other problem is Battle Scribe has been around a long time, and it does exactly what the community asks of a free app. With that said, if GW puts out anything less functional than a Battle Scribe, then honestly that's just not going to bode well for the app in general going forward, especially an app that people have literally been waiting multiple editions for. So, done pooping on everyone's parade right now. I appreciate everyone taking the time to listen to my ramble. Look forward to talking with you next time.